All right, guys. What is going on? This is the Club of the Man, 1993, coming at you. Sorry, the stream is about 40 minutes late. A few of my friends stayed afterwards. We watched Raw Talk and whatnot. So that's why the stream is coming late. Plus, pay-per-view went a little bit over 11 also. So yeah, we are now live to talk about the WWE 2018 Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. Now, overall, you see, yes, I do get this was a pretty predictable pay-per-view. The matches, you knew what was going to happen. I just asked for just an overall fun show to watch. There's disappointments, of course. But overall, in my honest opinion, I still thought it was a fun show. I still enjoyed it, but I do understand why people didn't enjoy it. But overall, I still thought this was a pretty good pay-per-view for what we got. Robbie says, "Brother Michael, you knew I'd come." Yes, he did. Robbie, what's up, man? How you doing? So yeah, and if you didn't get to catch them also, on my friend Daniel Geis's channel tonight, we did the live reaction for the Women's Elimination Chamber. Unfortunately, we didn't do anything for the men's. We were going to, but my stream was acting up for some reason from the Chromecast on my phone, which that's weird because usually doesn't act up that bad before at all. So we watched the rest of it from Dan's laptop, so we could do live reactions for the men's chamber match. But yeah, let's get right into this pay-per-view again. Again, overall, I still would say it was a fun show. But again, there was definitely, some disappointments. The ending we will talk about, yes, it is aggravating, but at the same time, I knew it was going to come. It was coming, whatever, but we could be getting some other stuff out of this as well. So let's get right into this pay-per-view. So we started off with a pre-show match. It was the Good Brothers, or Gallows and Anderson from the Bauer Club, taking on the Miz Taraj. Didn't really pay attention much. Gallows and Anderson, though, won as they should have. And then I guess the Revival was backstage talking some crap on the tag team division being a mockery. I don't know what the heck was going to happen. Robbie says, Mickie James is a true Wonder Woman for pulling off the double knee senton from the top of the chamber pod. Yes, indeed. I was very impressed with the Women's Elimination Chamber match. We will talk about that match because that was actually, in my opinion, a pretty good match. I enjoyed it maybe just a touch a little bit more than I enjoyed the Women's Royal Rumble match. But I got to give it. I thought the women went out there, could be a little bit better, but I'd say it came down to the best final three. There are a lot of good spots. They used the chain that's still available for the chamber. Yes, I know there's a lot more padding in there now and whatnot, but for what it is, it was still good. But yes, so that was the pre-show match. Now, I've had polls on Twitter and seeing how many of these were correct. So the first match actually was the Women's Elimination Chamber match. And in my polls, let me see here. I had who will win the Women's Elimination Chamber match at the Chamber. So I had 7 votes. 42% said Alexa Bliss, 57% said Sasha Banks, and nobody said anyone else. Now, my pick was Sasha Banks. I was hoping for Sasha Banks to win this. I mean, I have nothing against Alexa. It's just that I feel like the matches with her at WrestleMania, it wouldn't be quite as fresh. I mean, I have rumors of doing Alexa and Nia. Not sure how that's going to work. Well, maybe possibly after what happened after the match between Asuka and Nia Jax, even though it may seem like that match would be somewhat pointless if they, just give Nia an opportunity unless they make her earn it somehow. But just what she did after the match, we'll get into that later on. But the Women's Elimination Chamber match, we started off, it was Sonya Deville and Bayley who started off this match. Of course, seeing Paige coming out, I'm just thinking this would have been Paige's match to win, and she would have been going on to WrestleMania, probably face Asuka for the Raw Women's Championship, which would have been just a heck of a match. But sadly, we're not going to get it. Again, don't know what's going on with Paige for sure anymore. They haven't confirmed anything, but she's still coming out. I just feel like we would have known something by now if she really was done for good. But let's talk. But Anyways, we had it was Bailey and Sonya Deville. Came out second was Mickey Jane. I'm sorry, Mandy Rose. She came out, and for a while Bailey was like fighting through it. Like, you know, she was toughing it out and trying to break free through the through the alliance of Absolution. But then we had Sasha Banks come out next, which we knew that was probably going to happen since, you know, having, you know, best friends go pair off against, you know, Absolution and thorns on their sides. Sasha Banks got Mandy Rose to tap for the first elimination, and then Mickie James came in, and it was every woman for herself, well, for the most part. And then Sonya Deville was eliminated by Mickie James. So we knew Absolution wasn't going to go that far. I mean, you know, they have potential, but they're not ready yet. No doubt about it. But then things got interesting after Bailey did hit. Mickie James did hit that that double knee senton from the top of the chamber pod. That was nice to see as well. There was also a moment in the match where Absolution did have Bailey, like hanging from the chain the chain link on the chamber as if she was being crucified or something like that. But I do like that the women did use the chamber still. It wasn't just just 6 women fighting inside some cell looking thing. They did use what they were given. And we had so Mickie James came in. She was eliminated though by Bailey with a Bailey to belly, and then Bailey and Sasha waited for Alexa Bliss to come out, and Alexa Bliss just looked absolutely terrified once her ally Mickie James, who was dressed up as Wonder Woman, came out. And then Alexa came out. She wanted nothing to do with it. She tried keeping the pod shut. Then she was climbing the fence, trying to avoid it, but there was no escape. And then when Sasha had her on top of one of the pods, like Bailey was getting up also, and Sasha kicked her down, signaling there's been some tension between these two, hey, this is everyone for herself. And then Sasha and Bailey had a couple of hot exchanges as well in there. I do like how it came down to the final 3 because it was interesting because, the storytelling there, these are the 2 ones that are definitely, probably having the most momentum going into this match because, Sasha Banks is as a character has been rising, since the women's Royal Rumble. She's become a little bit more of a chip on her shoulder, trying to just get back onto the top, and she's not playing around anymore. And then we had, Bailey, who's been gaining more of some serious momentum as of lately. She was, she got that big win over Sasha. She got the good elimination on Mickie James, but then she would then be eliminated by a roll up on Alexa Bliss, and then Alexa Bliss and Sasha. Sasha did do that frog splash. It was off of the top of the one pod, but then I think she went back to do another double knee strike or something off of the top of the pod. But that's when Alexa kind of pushed her and hit, and she hit her head off the pod, and she had a nice looking DDT from the top rope to retain her title. Which again, I know some people are kind of a little tired of Alexa being champion. I do get I do feel I feel like she could put on a good match at WrestleMania, but it's not going to be one of the biggest headlines of the night. I understand that. I don't know who her challenger is going to be, but she won clean here. She did good. I enjoyed it. And Mike, be honest, did you think Alexa was turning face as how she delivered her post-match promo? Yes, I did. I was a little bit confused at first because she was, praising, being part of history and whatnot. I don't know if it was her just breaking kayfabe because, she was actually crying or whatnot like that. But she was first praising the crowd and this is a win for all the girls in the audience and such, and it proves that you can be whatever you want to be, dream big. And literally, she was, kind of babyface promo, and then she just picked herself back up for a second, and then she just, started just raving on herself, whatnot, and start bashing everyone else. While at the same time, though, Sasha was sitting outside of the chamber on the stairs, and she was crying. So I'm pretty sure we're definitely going to see Sasha more so turn more into that heel role as the intensity continues to roll up. Now, again, who's Alexa going to be facing at WrestleMania, though? I still don't know. There's rumors of her and Nia Jax. I mean, maybe Sasha can get that opportunity. Maybe, or, I thought, whoever, I still predict, either way, whoever is in that match, I think there's a chance that Carmella could cash in on the Raw Women's Champion and she could very well win, or the Raw or SmackDown after WrestleMania. I think that's going to happen. But yeah, it was still a good match. I enjoyed it a little bit more than the women's Royal Rumble match. And then Robbie's comment, 3 years in the making, and now we own the oh goodness. Yeah, we'll definitely talk about that segment as it gets closer. But yeah, Alexa Bliss does retain. I was hoping it would have been Sasha, but nope, we got Alexa, so we'll see what happens next. We then had the Raw Tag Team Championship match, the Bar versus Titus Worldwide with Titus O'Neil and Apollo. Oh, that's right. I'm sorry, he's just Apollo now. Good match. Not much to say about it. I mean, it was definitely. I feel they've had a few series of matches lately ever since the Royal Rumble where Titus Worldwide has seemingly gotten the upper hand with some sneaky pinfall victories on them a few times, and I thought it was probably their best match. It's pretty physical. I thought Apollo Crews also had a lot of good moments in this match. Unfortunately, you didn't see. I think it was Sheamus get tagged in or whatever it was towards the end, and that's what eventually led to Apollo being hit with whatever that double team finisher they do on them. But I still thought it was still probably more physical and strong match. I definitely say it was probably decent to solid, I'd say, so I'll give it to them. But I knew the Bar were retaining and probably going to face the Revival or Gallows and Anderson, probably WrestleMania, or a triple threat in that matter. But we'll see what happens next. So the Bar win their match. We then had Asuka versus Nia Jax. I'll be real, this is where our stream was really acting up, so we didn't get to see a good amount of this match. We saw some of it. For the most part, it was all right. It could have been probably a little bit better. I mean, I do think that, Nia was, as I mentioned in my top 10 topics video, I talk about how it seems that, the WWE is not consistent with making Nia Jax looking dominating. 1 week she looks like she can rip your head out. Next one was like she's taking you for granted, and that's what sometimes bothers me because Asuka won this match with a Hurricanrana and her roll, but Nia tried kicking out at the end, but she was too late, and then Asuka won the match. But then afterwards, Nia just tears her to shreds and throws through a barricade. It's like, why not else would you want to see Nia Jax, someone who is a woman, 6 feet tall, 272 pounds, literally just tear somebody to shreds, like how she did to Asuka, and she hurt Asuka that she had to be helped walked out. And when Nia was storming back, and then we see Alexa just watching on the TV backstage of who her potential opponent could be at WrestleMania, she's like, oh, I really just enjoy what Nia did to Asuka. So she really is a win-win for her because, she's terrified to pay Asuka. But the thing is, again, they didn't have to have a match on Raw for Royal Rumble, but we've already seen the match. So I feel like there's no more to it. But, if they would build to, I think it was Robbie who suggested, Nia Jax, or somebody else, can't remember which one of my friends were, Nia Jax, finally just, bullying Alexa Bliss, and that turns Alexa Bliss face. Because I still do think, maybe it wouldn't hurt to turn Alexa Bliss baby face after WrestleMania. Because again, as I keep saying, besides her 4 championship runs, what else does she have really left to do right now in the WWE as a heel at this point? It may be time to freshen up her character a little bit and give her a different direction to go. But again, we'll see what happens. But again, if that's the case, if it ends up being Alexa Bliss and Nia Jax, yes, Nia took out Asuka dangerously afterwards. But the thing is, was that just Nia being a sore loser? Because if they still have the match, then what was the point of having Asuka versus Nia Jax at and Nia still gets the opportunity in the first place? So, I mean, it would be weird. I mean, as I'm saying, this pay-per-view, it was good, but something's coming out of it. Could been a little odd or pointless, but I didn't see too much of the match. From what I saw, the match was still pretty good, but I hope we could have gotten better. But it was still not too bad. I'll give it. The lowest point of the match, the night was definitely the next match: Matt Hardy versus Bray Wyatt. Again, the story wasn't too bad at first, but then it didn't go anywhere else. They had a really boring match at Raw 25. The match they had here was average. I mean, I like the little things of the mind games at the beginning where Bray Wyatt came out, but then you don't hear Matt Hardy and Bray's like searching. He's underneath the ring, and he found a bunch of Gatorade bottles underneath. So he but then that's when Matt came out and started attacking him, and then they had the match. Nothing really memorable, too special what happened. It was just an average match, I felt. Matt Hardy wins as predicted, but I don't know. Maybe we'll have the final deletion match or whatever, like crazy little gimmick match at WrestleMania. I mean, because technically, if you do include the match where Bray Wyatt beat Matt Hardy, where Matt Hardy starts going woken, whatnot. Technically, Bray Wyatt is 2-1 in this feud, if you want to count that match also. But nothing really to take home from, just an average match. Then we had this is my favorite part of the night, the Ronda Rousey contract signing. They did this nice little special entrance. So first Kurt came out, and then Stephanie and Triple H came out. Of course, Kurt looked a little bit concerned, and I'm wondering why does Kurt look concerned. And then, of course, Triple H introduced Ronda Rousey, and Triple H says she has no perks in her contract, and if she signs it, she'll have a match at WrestleMania, because that's the only thing they really agreed on. But then, Kurt looked like something was on his mind, and he mentioned how they plan on keeping Ronda down just to get back at her after what happened at WrestleMania 31. But then, of course, Ronda starts down, like, wait, what's going on here? So, but then, things on the blow, and then finally, Ronda and Stephanie starts saying her usual stuff. Ronda, though, gets in the face of Stephanie. Triple H is like, first off, they're trying to get Kurt out of there to cover up, what exactly is true, which they are trying to get back at Ronda Rousey for what happened a couple years ago at WrestleMania 31. So they're trying to take so Triple H is trying to take Kurt Angle away, and then but then he's still saying things like, oh, they also said this, they also said that, and so finally, Ronda realizes what's going on, and she gets toe to toe with Stephanie McMahon, but Triple H right there tries to calm everyone down until Ronda takes Triple H and gives him a spine buster through the table, and Stephanie gets back here. Here's the only part that bothered me. Stephanie got back in there and slapped Ronda right across the face. But Ronda doesn't strike back. With this rumor, though, of, apparently Ronda is there to help put over Stephanie McMahon, I heard rumors of. If that's true, it's like, why? Like, why would you do that to her right away? I was just hoping Ronda would just, put Stephanie in an armbar or something like that. But that didn't happen. So we're going to get WrestleMania, but then Ronda picks up the contract and she signs it. But it's like, you could have at least given her, the chances to try to, attack Stephanie instead of Stephanie just, walking out like it was so easy. But it was fun. I think we're probably going to be in a mixed tag match with Ronda Rousey and Kurt Angle taking on a team of Stephanie McMahon and Triple H, which I'm completely cool with that. So we're probably going to get in that at WrestleMania 34 as well. All right, let's get into the main event. Robbie says, I love Matt Hardy, but this feud and his Woken gimmick, in my opinion, have run their course. Haven't really done too much with it yet either. Robbie also says, Mike, what if they do the mixed tag match WrestleMania 34, but ultimately Ronda betrays Kurt and reveals that she was in cahoots with Stephanie and Triple H all along? Like Ronda could be their new enforcer. Kind of swerve there. That'd be interesting. Maybe, yeah. We'll see what happens there. Sorry, I'm starting to be a little sleepy. That's why I sound a little out of it. But yeah, I do like that idea, Robbie. It could be a swerve, but we'll have to wait and see what happens. Coming up for this build. So finally, we got the men's elimination chamber match: Braun Strowman versus Elias versus John Cena versus Roman Reigns versus The Miz versus Finn Balor versus Seth Rollins in a 7-man elimination chamber match. Besides the fact that this is a 7-man chamber match, I still just wonder, what was so special about being 7 men? The match itself was good, but I was hoping we would get some more storylines for WrestleMania out of it. Like I was hoping, maybe something would get cooking up between the Miz and Finn Balor, or even like Seth Rollins and Finn Balor, something like that. But we had Braun Strowman in this match, taking everyone out. We had Elias is hanging in the back in his pod, and he wouldn't come out right away either. We knew he wasn't going to win. The Miz, of course, avoiding Braun Strowman at all costs, throwing him off of the top of the pod. I thought Braun was going to jump off the pod first. I'm like, oh, Braun, no. But he's like, nah, I'm not doing it. And he gets off. And yes, I know Roman won. I know the booking was a slap in the face. I saw it coming, though. I saw Roman winning. We were going to be getting this match at WrestleMania 34 either way. Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar. And yeah, it just once again, it's so tough. Because as I keep saying, I want to like Roman Reigns. I want to cheer Roman Reigns. And for a while, they were slowing down on shoving him down our throats. But, of course, I started feeling that old feeling again when the way he beat John Cena at No Mercy, and all of a sudden they respect each other. There was that. There was also, with the Shield, he was fine. His Intercontinental title run, I was fine with. But, of course, he was in the Royal Rumble match, which there was no story of him being in that. And then for this Elimination Chamber match, there was a story for everyone except for him. And then you go and have Braun Strowman eliminate everyone else, but then get taken out by Roman. Why do you think fans are upset and are not accepting of this match? Me personally, I'm just like, we knew it was been coming for how long? So whatever. At this point, just have a good match WrestleMania, and we'll get through this. And in my honest opinion, I would much rather at this point just have the belt put on Roman, because at least it'll be on someone full time, and at least I feel when Roman is champion and whenever the belt has been put on someone else, he has made them look good. So I'm just. Again, there was no story. That was my biggest thing. There was no story to Roman getting to this title. But at this point, I'm just like, whatever. We're having a match. There's nothing we can do about it. The only thing that also bothered me was the fact that they already had the graphics ready to be presented for the match as soon as the Elimination Chamber match ended. Like, you couldn't wait till tomorrow night to put those graphics out to reveal it. That just kind of bothered me a little bit. But yes, disappointing ending, definitely. Braun then, but here's the thing. Braun Strowman then afterwards picked up Roman Reigns with 2 power slams. Now, the thing is, if they just did that just so the crowd wouldn't be booing Roman, then that's another troll move. But what if Braun Strowman makes his case that he eliminated 6 of the 7 men in that match, and he feels he deserves a title opportunity? And what if Braun and Roman have a match, and let's say there's like a double count out or something happens where Braun Strowman gets added to the match? It's a triple threat. The only thing is, though, is if there is a triple threat at WrestleMania, and if Braun's winning that title, he needs to pin Brock. The winner needs to pin Brock. I mean, Roman's been pinned how many times? Like, Roman being pinned is nothing as new to me. But Brock being pinned, besides Goldberg, having being pinned by Braun Strowman, I think that's the right move to go if they make it a triple threat. And actually, I forgot to keep looking at the polls like I did. The world's famous it kick. So yeah, also the Miz had a series when he was doing his it kicks on the 5 wrestlers that were in there. I think it was Miz, John Cena. John Cena, Roman Reigns, Finn Balor, Seth Rollins, and Elias wasn't in yet, so maybe it was just 3 of them. Wait, no. Who's on this match again? John Cena was in there. Seth Rollins, Finn Balor, Roman Reigns, Miz, Strowman, Elias. I think that was it. Yeah, maybe. I don't think Braun was down yet. But yeah, so just to go over my polls games, I didn't go over all of them. Which, by the way, also thank you to those also who gave me a little boost. I was struggling earlier to figure out, because I wanted to get a Seth Rollins T-shirt, but I didn't know which one to get. So I put a poll on there: who should I get, the Kingslayer or Burn It Down? I had 14 votes. 79% said Burn It Down, and 21% said Kingslayer. So I went with that, and I wore a Burn It Down shirt. So hopefully later on this week we'll have a unboxing video of that. But so for my polls for the matches and of course the Ronda Rousey contract signing, I had 60 for the Raw tag title match. I had the Bar at 60% and Titus for Wyatt 40% through 5 votes. For the match between Asuka and Nia, 89% Asuka, 11% Nia. Who will win the Matt Hardy Bray Wyatt match? 50-50 for 6 votes. What will happen to Ronda Rousey during her contract signing at the Elimination Chamber? Actually, surprising, out of the 9 votes, 12% said right, but nobody said anything else. 33% thought she'd be added to the Chamber match, but she wasn't because the Chamber match took place first. Only 20% had set up a mixed tag match, and 30% said she's going to get a title opportunity. But as Ronda says, she wants to be champion, but she wants to earn it. She wants to earn the WWE fans' respect. Who will win the women's Elimination Chamber match at Chamber? As I said before, 57% said Sasha, 43% said Alexa Bliss, but nobody else threw 7 votes. The men's Chamber match, we had 9 votes. We had a tie with Roman and Braun, 33%. Seth Rollins 22%, 12% said other, right, and no one said anything. And then the King Slayer thing, actually it's not 80-20, someone else voted, but I already ordered Burn It Down. And then let me see here. The vote for do you think Braun Strowman will be added to the Universal Championship match at WrestleMania 34? 18 votes on that. 72% said yes, yes, yes. 28% said no chance. So yeah, I think there is a chance. I mean, if I'll put it this way. Yes, again, it was frustrating. Yes, we all knew it was coming. But at this point, I'm just like, whatever. Just do the match. Put the Universal title on Roman. There's nothing I can do anymore. I'm done complaining. Roman Reigns, yes, he's a good talent. But I just hate it. Just gets annoying when he gets booked to the fact that it's just Vince McMahon saying, screw you all. Yes, again, he trolled us tonight, having Braun eliminate 6 of the 7 people, and then him losing to Roman Reigns. And then Braun taking out Roman. But, it's like what, we'll see what happens. We have some good stuff still coming for WrestleMania. WrestleMania to me is not going to completely suck this year. So we'll see what happens. We still have Fastlane to get through, though. But we'll definitely see what happens tomorrow night on Raw and after we get through Fastlane. Mike, have you been keeping up with the Cruiserweight tournament on 205 Live? I definitely see a big change. Yes, definitely. I've enjoyed it a lot. My favorite match of the first round was definitely Drew Gulak and Tony Nese because of the story you told there. I think that of these big these big tournaments we've been having lately in the WWE, I think they always establish some big dominating heel in the tournament. I think Drew Gulak is that one. But I definitely also enjoyed Roderick Strong and Hideo Itami. They had a really great match as well. Cedric Alexander and Grand Metalik, Lindsay Dorado and Kalisto, several others, TJP and Tyler Bate. We had a lot of good matches there, and I look forward to the second round match, which I think this week we have Cedric Alexander and TJP and Roderick Strong and Kalisto. It should be good. And then the other 2 matches are Mark Andrews taking on Drew Gulak and Mustafa Ali taking on Buddy Murphy. So that should be fun as well. Thank you for asking about that, Robbie. Yes, Roddy versus Kalisto will be crazy on Tuesday night. But yeah, so that's pretty much it for this live review, guys. Again, I'm sorry to talk real quickly. I'm just a little tired. I kind of want to go to bed. Yes, again, I get Elimination Chamber could, be a little frustrating with the ending. But to me, I thought that was a fun show to watch. I enjoyed it. I would definitely maybe go back in to watch it for the heck of it. 2 good chamber matches. Everything else good. The lowest point of the show was definitely the Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt match. I just felt pointless. It would have been nice to see a few more WrestleMania angles being said. We somewhat did, though. I mean, I would have liked to see stuff though for a direction for Finn Balor and Miz. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen to Braun Strowman again, if he's going to either get in the Universal title match. If not, was he going to just want to get an Intercontinental title match since he pinned the Miz inside the Elimination Chamber? That would be a little bit weak for me. Let's see what happens. Hopefully WrestleMania 34 will still be a pretty good show. I had 12 votes. Well, actually, I had 13 votes technically for my Twitter poll. 8% said A, 17% gave this pay-per-view a B, 17% said C, 58% said D, and one person tweeted that they give this an F- for this pay-per-view. Who would have thought Buddy Murphy would be given this chance to shine in a cruiserweight tournament? I definitely agree. He definitely slimmed down a lot. He impressed me a lot as well. I didn't really think much of him at all when they were Blake and Murphy together down at NXT and as the NXT tag champions, and anything much of them, but definitely Buddy Murphy impressed me in the 205 Live division. For my grade for this pay-per-view, call me crazy, but I still enjoyed it. Again, there's some more things I would wish to happen, but I think I'll give this pay-per-view a B. A good, not the strongest B, but I was stuck between a B- and a B, but I'll go with like a good B. So that's why I give the grade for Elimination Chamber 2018, a B. What are your thoughts on this pay-per-view? I'm sure this is a little more positive than we're probably going to get in a few weeks when we review Fastlane, if anybody even cares to watch that show. But that's going to happen there. So, guys, as always, once you're watching this afterwards, thank you, Robbie, for tuning in the live chat as well. What do you think of the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view? Your thoughts down in the comment section below. And always be sure to click my like and subscribe to my content on the channel. Follow me on Twitter, DemandAirborne93. I'll be back up here live tomorrow night, of course, for my live review of Monday Night Raw. And, of course, SmackDown Tuesday, Wednesday NXT time. Also next week, I'll be doing episode 26 of Road to WrestleMania, which we'll have some stuff to discuss based off of some things that happened at the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. So it all should be good. But guys, thank you again for tuning in live. And again, if you're doing this afterwards, make sure to click a like on the video, subscribe to my channel, and follow me on Twitter as well at DemandAirboy93. All right, guys, I'm pretty tired. I want to go to bed. I wanted to see you all later. But until then, guys, have a good night. Peace.